Hey, I'm Dan Rochon, Keller Williams Realty, Alexandria Kingstown, and GreetingsVirginia.com real estate sales team. Today I want to talk to you about different ways to get business. Welcome back. So today we're talking about different ways to get business in the real estate market, and there's really two primary ways that you're going to get business. So one is going to be through prospecting, and two is going to be through marketing. So, and both of these cost you something. Okay, now think about that. Prospecting costs you time, where marketing costs you money. Okay, so some of the different things that you can do for prospecting. Now, again, prospecting costs you time, marketing costs you money. So if you got a bunch of money, then you may want to consider marketing. If you got a bunch of time but not a lot of money, you may want to consider prospecting. Okay, so what is prospecting? Prospecting is going to be when you're actually taking physical activity to go ahead and generate business, such as calling for sale by owners or expired listings. But some people get a little bit freaked out about that. They don't want to call, work the phone all day. So there's other ways that you can do this as well that may be more comfortable for you, such as through allied resources, such as through networking. Something that I do personally is I do a BNI, which is a networking group that we meet on a weekly basis, get a lot of business from that. Other things such as like a face-to-face allied resource. Now think about this. With your allied resources, I'm going to recommend that you think beyond just your lender and your title company, because that's what most real estate agents think, in regards to giving me business. However, if you really think about this, if you go to your lender, you say, hey, Mr. Lender, I'll give you business if you give me business. Well, how many real estate agents do you think that lender may be in business with? So instead of, pursuing the lender and the title company, etc., I would recommend that you create relationships with individuals such as carpet cleaning, such as carpet replacement, plumbers, electrician, painters. How often, after all, do you have a referral for one of those individuals when you're listing a property or when you're representing a buyer? Other things that you can do is like a social network. You could do a social farm on Facebook, for example. You could do ABC neighborhood Facebook page, and I have a few of those up and run. What I find is you end up getting a lot of activity from the community members there in the group that really is great, and then you get involved in the group. You could go door knocking, canvassing. That's something that's great. Client appreciation parties, open houses, seminars, booths at events, working with builders, banks. I could just go on and on in regards to, different levels of prospecting. But again, this is what you want to do if you have time. Now, if you've been in business for a little while, or if you just happen to have a little bit of money, then there's other ways that you can market that's going to cost you money. So this could be television, it could be radio, magazines, it could be postcard campaigns, newsletter campaigns, it could be video marketing like this. Vital's a great company to consider to use with that. It could be, I hope that you're happy I did that plug for you, Viral, so you should be happy for me, right? It should be, you could do billboards, IVR, which is a voice, like a voice when somebody goes past your listing, they dial a 800 number and then they can get your, you can grab their phone number, farming, sponsorships, those types of things. If you're interested in learning more about how, about strategizing about what may be best in your business, I'd love to sit down with you or introduce you to our business coach, Abraham Walker. You can get in touch with me directly, and then I can introduce you to him. You can get me at Dan@GreetingsVirginia.com. That's Dan@GreetingsVirginia.com. Or you can call me direct, 703-562-1788. And Abraham and I, we'd love to be able to sit down and help you out in your business. Thanks.